Hello and welcome to Menu Configurator, Basic Menu Creation and Design. In this session, we will focus on the core tasks of menu building using Menu Configurator. Prerequisites for this session are that you have access to Web Admin and that you have either a Client Admin or Client Support role assigned to you. In this session, you will be given an introduction to the Menu Configurator application. You will be instructed on how to install and launch Menu Configurator. You will be shown the core tasks of Menu Configurator and learn the steps in building the menu tree. Menu Configurator. Menu Configurator is an application you download onto your Windows PC from Web Admin. Menu Configurator enables you to create an easy-to-use online menu from your existing POS database from which customers can place their online order. It allows you to build out the menu structure of your items and to define how the system displays those items on your web menu. The online menu is merely a copy of your POS data. As part of the onboarding process, the Aloha online ordering implementation team retrieves your POS menu data and imports it into Menu Configurator. This creates the initial menu data, which you can then alter to create a customer-friendly interface. Before you begin using the Menu Configurator utility, there are several important concepts to know. Internet access. You need internet access to check out, check in, and publish your menu design changes. Even though you install the Menu Configurator utility on your local hard drive, you are actually accessing the data on the Aloha online servers. You download the data when checking out your design and upload the data when checking in the design. Single user editing. Only one person at a time can manipulate data in the Menu Configurator utility. If multiple people make changes to the web design, be sure to check in your design so the next person has access to the web menu design data. Automatic updates. The Menu Configuration utility automatically checks for newer versions of the utility via the internet each time you start the application. When a newer version of the utility is available, it automatically updates the version on your local system. Copy of the POS data. Menu configuration starts with point-of-sale data as the source of the website data. However, the online menu is merely a copy of the POS data. Deleting a menu item or modifier online does not delete the menu item or modifier from the POS data. Aloha Online uses the term web in front of many common Aloha terms to reinforce this concept. Data relationships. You must organize your menu after the data is imported. When the data is imported, it maintains a shared relationship between items, modifier groups, and modifiers. This means that when you edit a modifier name or a modifier group name, the description changes in all related groups. These relationships appear in the viewer so that you can understand them. Menu Configurator is the primary application used to build the online ordering menus. The primary data in Menu Configurator is imported from the master store. The master store is the selected location whose database is the source for what is displayed on the menus. The data that is imported from the master store can be used to create multiple menus that can be assigned to any store. The bulk of the item data is imported from the master store, but pricing data is imported from every store. To download Menu Configurator, you must first log into WebAdmin using Internet Explorer. WebAdmin will run on any browser, but you can only download Menu Configurator using Internet Explorer. Microsoft.NET 4.7.2 must be installed on your Windows PC and is required to download and run Menu Configurator. Select Menu Configurator on the menu bar, then click Download Menu Configurator from the drop-down. After installing Menu Configurator on your local PC or laptop, you can launch the application from the Windows Start menu. No data is displayed initially when the application opens. Selecting File from the menu bar at the top of the Menu Configurator application will provide several options. Only two options are available when you first open the application, which are Checkout, Design, and Exit. Let's look at each option under File on the menu bar. Checkout Design. Select Checkout Design when you are ready to import the POS database and work on the design of your online menu. The same login and password used to log into WebAdmin are used to log into Menu Configurator. Only one user at a time can check out the menu. This prevents menu change conflicts. Select Check in Design to save your changes without publishing the design to your website. Selecting Undo Checkout Design allows you to check in a design without saving changes. Promote changes. Menu Configurator imports POS changes nightly, but does not automatically import them into your web menu. You must manually implement any POS changes to the web menu. When you log into Menu Configurator, a prompt appears notifying you that changes have been made to the POS, which then allows you to activate a promotion wizard for the configuration of the imports before you publish them to your web menu. Publish allows you to push the changes you made in Menu Configurator out to the website. The Publish Design Wizard provides two options. Keep Checked Out After Publish allows you to keep working in Menu Configurator after publishing the changes out to the website. Unchecking the box will close out your design after publishing. Force Check-In allows you to check in your design when you are finished editing the menu. Something to note: you should always check in design or publish often. If your computer crashes or reboots, any progress made since the last save or publish will be lost. To begin working on your menu design, you must first check it out. Select File from the menu bar, then select Checkout Design from the drop-down list. Log into Menu Configurator using the same login credentials you used to log into WebAdmin. Next, select a company and role from the list of companies for the design you will be working on. Screen Overview. The menu tree is located on the far left-hand side of the application. It displays the items and modifiers in a collapsible tree format. The middle portion of the screen is the menu preview screen, which gives you a preview of whatever element you have selected in the menu tree. Menu Preview enables you to view selected item or submenu attributes in the center of the screen. This feature is used to preview organization of menu items, modifier groups, and/or modifiers before publishing. The Item Properties window is located on the top right-hand side of the application. This enables you to make changes to selected items, Typical changes include item names, descriptions, and minimum and maximum selections. The Known Relationships window displays where else in the web menu that specific item is used. Menu structure. In order to successfully create and manage menus, you must first understand how the online menu is structured. The following provides a hierarchical overview of the menu structure for Aloha online ordering. At the top of the menu tree is the individual or standard menu, which contains all of the elements below it. Menus can be assigned according to the pickup or delivery order mode and by individual and catering menu types. Submenus are organizational elements used to contain menu items such as appetizers, entrees, and beverages. Menu items indicate the name of the item, a description, and associated sales items. Menu items can contain multiple sales items so as to distinguish the different sizes of the items. Web sales groups are optional and are used to group sales items. Using multiple web sales groups allows for multiple sales item selections from the modifier window. Sales items are the menu item with an assigned price, modifier group, and a specific point of sale item number. Aloha Online Ordering imports sales items directly from the point of sale. Modifier groups contain modifiers associated with the menu item. The point of sale predetermines these groups. However, you can customize for each menu item. Modifier items have an assigned price and a specific POS item number. Modifiers are point of sale items linked with specific modifier groups. Looking at a breakdown of the menu tree, at the top is the default or standard menu. Directly under the menu is the submenu. Next in line is the menu item. Menu items are depicted by a folder with a green $sign inside. Sales items are contained within the menu item folder and are shown as a single green $sign. Modifier groups are the double check marks, and modifiers are represented by a single green check mark. The optional web sales group is shown as a double green $sign and contains sales items. Menu management is where you create and manage menus. From the menu bar at the top, select Web Menu, then select Menu Management. Here is where you name your menu and determine if the menu is used for retail or catering. The supported order modes are pickup, delivery, or both pickup and delivery. Menu attribute overrides allow you to determine what means are used for ordering. For example, selecting Web would only allow the menu to be seen on the web through a traditional PC and not a mobile device. The default is all boxes unchecked, which allows the menu to be used for web, call center, and mobile, which is the same as if all three boxes were checked. The two buttons on the bottom left-hand side of the menu management screen allows you to create a new menu or delete an existing menu. For this demonstration, we will create a new menu. The application will automatically name the menu New Menu 1. Next, we will give the menu a new name by overwriting the default name. Next, select the menu type. In this case, it will be a retail menu and the order mode will be pickup and delivery. The default will be used for menu attribute overrides, which is all boxes unchecked. When ready, click OK to create the new menu. To create additional menus, follow the same steps as described here. Locate your new menu by selecting Web Menu, then hover over Active Menu and select your new menu from the drop-down list. Now you are ready to start building your menu. The first element you will add to your new menu is the submenu. Right-clicking on the menu will bring up several options: create new submenu, share existing submenu, duplicate existing submenu, and configure default web modifiers. For this demonstration, we will select Create New Submenu. A plus sign will appear next to the menu. Click the plus sign to expand and view your new submenu. Additional submenus can be added by repeating the procedure. For a complete explanation of each selection, refer to the Aloha Online Ordering User Guide in the Menu Configurator section. To change the name of the new submenu to reflect your in-store menu, select the submenu in the menu tree, then in the Item Properties window on the top right, highlight the web submenu name and overwrite with the new name. For this demonstration, one submenu will be designated for salads and the other for sandwiches. Web Menu Items indicates the name of the item, a description, and associated sales items. It can contain multiple sales items so as to distinguish the different sizes of the items. To create a web menu item, right-click on the submenu and select Create New Web Menu Items. This will bring up a list of every item in the Master Store database that is eligible for sale online. Checking the Add box will add the item to the web menu. POS Item displays the item ID and the item name. There is also a description of the item and a description of the item as it appears on the receipt. Price is the price of the item at the Master Store. It does not necessarily reflect the price at all stores. In Web Menu is an indicator that the item is being used in another web menu, but does not mean that the item cannot be used in other menus. Items can be reused in as many menus as needed. Use the Find Items box at the top to search for the menu items for each new submenu. Typing salad in the search box will display all of the salads in the Master Store database. Select the salads from the list, then choose the method you wish to build the web item from. POS item is the default and the most commonly used method. Click OK to add the web items to the salads submenu. For information regarding other selections, please refer to the Aloha Online Ordering User Guide. Use the same procedure to add menu items to the sandwiches submenu. Multiple sales items can be added to a menu item. To add additional sales items to a menu item, right-click on the menu item and select Create New Web Items. Using the search function, type the name of the item in the Find Items box, then select one or more sales items under the Add column. Click OK to add the sales item or items to the menu item. Creating a new web modifier group allows for customization of modifiers available online. Once created, the group is available exclusively to that item. This is commonly done when building a specific recipe group for a new menu item. Several new groups can be built simultaneously with this feature. For this demonstration, 2 new modifier groups will need to be created for the garden salad, one group for salad dressings and another group for salad toppings. To create a new web modifier group, right-click on the sales item and select Create New Web Modifier Groups. This will bring up a listing of the modifier groups associated with that item as it exists on the POS. The details show the Aloha ID, the name of the modifier group, and the minimum and maximum modifier values as they exist on the POS. Select the modifier group, then select the modifiers that will be assigned to that group. Holding down the Control key on your keyboard will allow you to make multiple selections. After making your final selection, click OK. You will need to rename the new modifier group, in this case, Salad Dressings. Follow the same procedure to create a modifier group for the salad toppings. To add modifiers to a modifier group, right-click on the modifier group and select Add Web Modifiers. Select the modifier or modifiers from the list and click OK. Minimum and maximum modifier values are imported over from the POS to the web menu. These values can be changed to accommodate the client's needs for web ordering. One thing to note is that you cannot exceed the maximum modifier selection as set on the point of sale. For example, if the POS maximum is set to 5, you cannot exceed this value for the web modifier selection. To set minimum and maximum for modifier selection, select the modifier group and adjust the values in Item Properties. Aloha Online Ordering enables you to add pictures of menu and modifier items to your web menu. You upload the pictures to the Graphics and Content page of Web Admin, and then you use Menu Configurator to associate the menu item to the picture. The picture displays alongside the item and its description in a submenu. You can also define a pop-up image to appear in the modifier pop-up window. Files must be named in such a way as to identify the menu item and the pixel size. For example, a picture of cheese bread would be named 100 by 80 underscore cheesebread.png for a menu list image. To associate a picture to a menu item, select the menu item in the menu tray. Next, type the file name for the pop-up image name as it appears in Graphics and Content. Type the file name of the web menu list image as it appears in Graphics and Content. The last step is to publish the changes. This concludes basic menu configuration and design. Thank you.